In this video, I will explain what design thinking is and how it will help you in the lean journey. I see a good relationship between design thinking, PDCA, the lean startup method, and the goal of the lean journey to unlock people's creativity. Design thinking is a 5-step process that helps people to come up with creative ideas they think are meaningful for solving problems. It is proven that this process has helped people worldwide to creatively solve problems and drive real innovation. It is important to underline that design thinking is a problem-solving technique that puts the human at the center of the process. The steps are: empathy, define the problem; idea generation, prototype, testing. Let us go into more detail. Step 1. Empathy. The aim of this step is to observe the process and listen to the people involved in the process. Whether the process already exists or if it is still to be designed, it is crucial to include the people involved. For example, if you want to improve an existing production line, the design thinking process suggests observing the process and having conversations with operators, technicians, production managers, etc. Ideally, you need to do these observations and have these conversations several times, but be sure to ask the right questions such as: what is your need? What works in the process? What does not work in the process? How will you do this differently? Step 2. Define the problem. In this step, you have to see the information you have gotten from the observations and conversations. Then you have to go into detail with the data as much as possible. It could be, for example, to create a Pareto analysis of the most common problems and opportunities and reinforce these feelings with data. After this analysis, it is time to write a problem statement. Step 3. Idea generation. In this step, you'll come up with many ideas that could solve the problem. It is important to have different people in this step who could help the brainstorming process and help the group to think outside of the box. This phase is called divergent thinking. In this phase, the goal is the quantity of the solutions and not the quality. The following phase of this step is convergent thinking, where the group has to zoom in on the 2 or 3 solutions that they found most meaningful in terms of costs and benefits. Many tools can be used to narrow the choices down. The impact effort matrix is one of these. Step 4. Prototype. Once you have finalized the 2 or 3 ideas the team considers the best ones to test, it is time to prototype the idea. Depending on the product you are working on and the time you have, the prototype could be made by cardboard, by a metal sheet, using recycled materials, etc. The goal is to build something that can be used in reality, a scale of 1 to 1, which will be the best size to test. Step 5. Testing. It is time to test the prototype you have built. The test has to be made with the final users. Here there is a point of attention. If the comments are not positive, you could be tempted to defend your idea. Remember, nobody is more clever than your customers, and you are working for them. So, take the comments as a gift to improve your prototype to a new and improved version. Repeat the process, starting from the design phase, until you have a product that satisfies your customer's need. Well, briefly, this is how the design thinking process works. Let me move to some frequently asked questions. Is design thinking still an actual process? Yes, it is. It could be said that the first design company that showed this process worldwide was IDEO in the 1990s. In 2005, Stanford University began to teach design thinking as a generalizable approach to technical and social innovation. In 2018, the Harvard Business Review published an article titled, "Why Design Thinking Works." So, it has been more than 20 years that this process has been getting increasingly more interesting, and my bet is that it won't be abandoned anytime soon. Who has to use design thinking? I am sure that every innovative company in the world uses design thinking, so whether you're a designer, a product manager, or a production manager, you will find it useful to use this process. Moreover, I think that design thinking applies to any industry, such as manufacturing, banking, services, e-commerce, and so on. Conclusions. The design thinking process is a path that can be used in many fields of the company, from designing a new product to improve an existing product or even the manufacturing process. There are 5 steps, and they can be taken in different ways and with different tools based on the facilitator's experience. I see a lot of commonalities with other problem-solving techniques, such as the Lean Startup and the PDCA. It takes discipline to follow the steps that make the real difference in the success of the application of the process. Start now with your first experience of design thinking. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. In the description, you will find other useful resources on the subject.